Bismillah Rahman Rahim. My dear cadets of class 12, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. How are you, my dear cadets? I hope you all are fine at your respective homes. I welcome you all to my online class today. This online class will be helpful to you for continuing your lesson. Dear cadets, you know very well, due to Corona, you cannot attend your regular classes for a long time. First of all, I am Mohammad Mohinuddin Khan, Assistant Professor of Botany, Department of Biology, your today's biology teacher. At the beginning of today's class, you have to realize what is COVID-19, what is the symptom of COVID-19, and how to protect yourself against COVID-19. Gentlemen, let's see the video about COVID-19.
COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by a new coronavirus introduced to humans for the first time. It is spread from person to person, mainly through the droplets produced when an infected person speaks, coughs, or sneezes. These droplets can land in the mouths or noses of people who are nearby. These droplets are too heavy to travel far in the air. They only travel approximately 1 meter and quickly settle on surfaces. This is the reason person-to-person spread is happening mainly between close contacts. The exact time that the virus can survive on surfaces is not yet known. So it is wise to clean surfaces regularly, particularly in the vicinity of people infected with COVID-19. Hands touch many surfaces, which can be contaminated with the virus. You should therefore avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth, since contaminated hands can transfer the virus from the surface to yourself. When coughing or sneezing, cover your mouth and nose with the bend of your elbow or use a disposable tissue. If a tissue is used, discard it immediately into a closed bin. The most effective way to prevent the spread of the new coronavirus is to clean your hands frequently with an alcohol-based hand rub or soap and water. This will eliminate the virus if it is on your hands. Stay healthy and prevent the spread of COVID-19.
In previous class, we have already discussed about photosynthesis, photolysis, photophosphorylation, cyclic phosphorylation, non-cyclic phosphorylation, light-dependent phase, light-independent phase, role of photosynthesis, and so many more. Now, my dear guys, today's topic is again plant physiology, topics photosynthesis, lesson 2 of 2. And subtopic is photosynthetic organ, photosynthetic pigment, C3-C4 cycle, C3-C4 plants, the source of oxygen in photosynthesis process, role of limiting factor in photosynthesis, role of factors of photosynthesis. Now, learning outcome. At the end of this class, you should be able to learn, explain the role of ATP as the main source of energy in a living cell. Explain the production of carbohydrates through the process of photosynthesis. Explain the role of chlorophyll and light in photosynthesis. Describe the role of factors in photosynthesis. Explain the role of limiting factor in photosynthesis. Evaluate the dependence of organism on photosynthesis. Now, important keyword. Some important keywords in this lesson. These are photosynthesis, photolysis, hydrolysis, plastoquinone, cytochrome, plastocyanin, pyridoxine, phosphoglyceric acid, oxaloacetic acid, Krebs anatomy, C3 and C4 cycle, C3 and C4 plants, biological coin, pheophytin, electron chain, ATP, Hill reaction, photosynthetic quotient, it means PQ, and limiting factors. Now, my dear cadets, what is bioenergy? Do you know what is bioenergy? Bioenergy is renewable energy produced by living organism. The energy we get from making and breaking of chemical bonds in the molecules found in biological organism is called bioenergy. living organism continuously collect energy from the environment, transport them from one into another, sometimes preserve them and release them again in the environment. Now, what is photosynthesis? In presence of sunlight, with the help of chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and water react with each other and produce carbohydrate food materials is called photosynthesis. On the other hand, by decades, the process by which green plants manufacture carbohydrate foods material with the help of carbon dioxide and water in presence of sunlight and release oxygen as byproduct is known as photosynthesis. Now, my dear cadets, the process of photosynthesis can be shown by the following chemical reaction. Look at this chemical reaction: 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 12 molecules of water in presence of light and chlorophyll produce 1 molecule of carbohydrates and 6 molecules of water and 6 molecules of oxygen. Now, photosynthesis is a biochemical process. The term photosynthesis first used by Bernoulli in 1898. It consists of 2 words. Photos means light and synthesis means production. So, production of something in presence of sunlight by the green plants is called photosynthesis. Therefore, it is obvious photosynthesis occurs in daytime only. In this process, light energy is converted into chemical energy. In presence of sunlight, green plants manufacture glucose molecules with the help of carbon dioxide and water. At the end of reaction, oxygen is released as a byproduct. Now, my dear guys, what is biological coin and photolysis? Do you know why ATP is called biological coin? Yes. Adenosine triphosphate, it means ATP. ATP stores energy and supplies energy for other reaction when necessary. That is why ATP is called biological coin or energy coin. Now, photolysis. Water is split into electron, proton, and oxygen in the presence of magnesium and chlorine. This splitting of water by light is called photolysis. Now, my dear cadets, this is the reaction of photolysis. Photosynthetic organ. Any living cell which contains chlorophyll can do photosynthesis, as the green leaves of the higher plants contains maximum chloroplast are known as main organ of photosynthesis. For the following reasons, the green leaves are treated as the organ of photosynthesis. Number 1, the large area of leaf surface able to absorb maximum sunlight and carbon dioxide. Large number of stomata present in the leaf can exchange gas easily. Number 3, due to presence of thin cell wall, carbon dioxide gas can be absorbed by spongy parenchyma cells easily. Number 4, reticulated and parallel venation of the leaf translocates the water easily to all the cells and phloem tissue distribute the prepared food to all the parts of the plants. Now, some important electron carriers substance like pheophytin and electron carriers join with next carrier plastoquinone by electron chain. Plastoquinone, cytochrome, plastocyanin, ferredoxin, and NADP reductase. Now, educators, it's the C4 cycle or Hassen-Slack cycle. In 1966, MD Hatch and C.R. Slack of Australia observed that many plants of Gramineae family, now which is called Poaceae family, produce first stable compound oxaloacetic acid instead of 3-PGA, it means 3-phosphoglyceric acid in the dark phase of photosynthesis. This is quite different of Calvin and Basham cycle. This reduction of carbon dioxide path is called Hatch and Slack's after their names. In this cycle, the first product is four carbon compounds. That is why it is called also C4 cycle. The plants which follow this cycle during production of food is called C4 plants. Most of the C4 plants in monocot division except one dicot, that is Amaranthus family. It means in Bengali meaning data poribar, it means lal shak, data shak, etc. Some of the biochemical reaction occurs in Mesophil parenchyma, and some of the plants in which carbon dioxide fixation take place by Calvin cycle only are called C3 plants, because first product of carbon dioxide fixation is a 3-carbon compound like phosphoglyceric acid. But in Hatch-Slack's pathway, first product of carbon dioxide fixation is a 4-carbon compounds, that is oxaloacetic acid. Hence, they are called C4 plants. The anatomy of leaves of C4 plants is different from leaves of C3 plants. This type of anatomy is called Crane's anatomy. In the mesophil tissue of leaves of these plants, palisade tissue is absent and only rounded parenchymatous cells are found. These cells occur in concentric layers around vascular bundles. There is a bundle sheath around the vascular bundles. In the bundle sheath cells, large chloroplast without grana or less developed grana are present. Whereas in mesophil cells, there are smaller chloroplast with well-developed grana. Thus, C4 plants possess dimorphic chloroplast. It deals to more efficient photosynthesis in the bundle sheath chloroplast. The reaction of this cycle described as follows. Number 1, phosphoryl pyruvic acid is the receiver or acceptor of carbon dioxide. In presence of phosphoryl pyruvate carboxylase, it's one kind of enzyme. Carbon dioxide reacts with phosphoryl pyruvic acid to form first stable compound oxaloacetic acid and phosphoric acid. There are 2 carboxylic group in oxaloacetic acid. That is why it is called dicarboxylic acid cycle. Now, my dear cadets, it's a flowchart of Hatch-Slack's or C4 cycle. Number 2, in presence of malic dehydrogenase enzyme, oxaloacetic acid reduced to malic acid, sometimes aspartic acid is present. Number 3, malic acid now enters into bundle sheath chloroplast. In presence of malic decarboxylase, malic acid give up one molecule of carbon dioxide and convert it into pyruvic acid. Carbon dioxide produced in this reaction moves to the bundle sheath chloroplast and unites with ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate and participate in Calvin-Basham or C3 cycle. That is why it is called cooperative photosynthetic cycle. Number 4, on the other hand, pyruvic acid finally convert into phosphoryl pyruvic acid in presence of ATP and pyruvic acid kinase enzyme. Phosphoryl pyruvic acid again receive carbon dioxide and form oxaloacetic acid, and thus the cycle continues. Now, my dear cadets, difference between C3 and C4 plants. In C3 plants, the carbon dioxide acceptor is ribulose 1,5-diphosphate, which is called bisphosphate. In C4 plants, the carbon dioxide acceptor is phosphoryl pyruvate acid. In C3 plants, the first stable product is phosphoglyceric acid, but C4 plant, the first stable product is oxaloacetic acid. In C3 plants, all cells participating in photosynthesis have one type of chloroplast. But in C4 plants, the chloroplast of parenchymatous bundle sheath is different from that of mesophyll cells. Leaves have French type of anatomy. The bundle sheath chloroplast, like grana mesophyll cell, have normal chloroplast. Number 4, only reductive pentose phosphate cycle is found in 3C3 plants. But in C4 plants, both dicarboxylic acid and reductive pentose phosphate cycle are found in C4 plants. The optimum temperature for the process is 10 to 25 degrees Celsius in C4 plant, but in C4 plants, it is 30 to 45 degrees Celsius. Now, pigmentation 1 and pigmentation 2. In C3 plants, in each chloroplast, photosystem 1 and 2 are present, thus the Calvin cycle occurs. In C4 plants, in the chloroplast of bundle sheath cells, the photosynthesis or photosystem 2 is absent. Therefore, these are dependent to mesophyll chloroplast for the supply of NADPH plus H. It means NADPH2. Now, enzyme. The Calvin cycle enzymes are present in mesophyll chloroplast, but in C4 plants, Calvin cycle enzymes are absent in mesophyll chloroplast. The cycle occurs only in the chloroplast of sheath cell. Number 8, compensation points. The carbon dioxide compensation point is 50 to 150 ppm, but in C4 plants it is 0 to 10 ppm. Now, my dear cadets, it's time for difference between Kelvin-Besham cycle and Haslach cycle. It means C3 and C4 cycle. Firstly, Kelvin-Besham cycle. In this cycle, ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate is acceptor of carbon dioxide, but has and Slack cycle. In this cycle, phosphoenol pyruvic acid is the acceptor of carbon dioxide. In Kelvin-Besham cycle, first stable product is 3-phosphoglyceric acid, but in C4 cycle or Hassen-Slack cycle, first stable product is OAA. It means oxaloacetic acid. In Kelvin-Besham cycle, optimum temperature for this process is 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, but in C4 cycle or Hassen-Slack cycle, optimum temperature for this process is 30 to 45 degrees Celsius. In Kelvin-Besham cycle, the plants cannot tolerate high intensity of light, but in C4 cycle or Hassen-Slack cycle, the plants can tolerate high intensity of light. Now, my dear cadets, CAM cycle, it means crassulence acid metabolism. A quite different type of carbon dioxide reduction process is found in the plants of Crassulence family and cactus, orchid, ananas. They have succulent thick leaf. The stomata remains closed during day and open at night. The process of CAM described as follows. At night, in presence of carboxylase, phosphoenol pyruvic acid unites with carbon dioxide to form oxaloacetic acid. Number 2, oxaloacetic acid converted into malic acid in presence of dehydrogenase enzyme. Now, my dear cadets, the source of oxygen in photosynthesis process. Number 3, malic acid produced at night after some chemical changes converted into carbohydrates at daytime. It is clear that at night, through Hass-Slack cycle and at a day, Kelvin and Besham cycle, CAM plants produce carbohydrates. This is so far known about CAM, it means carcinogen acid metabolism. Dear cadets, still the carbon dioxide reduction technique of CAM plants are not clear. Now, the source of oxygen in photosynthesis process. My dear cadets, this is the reaction of no, photosynthesis process. 6 carbon dioxide and 12 water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, one more molecule of carbohydrate and 6 molecules of oxygen and 6 molecules of water are produced. In this reaction, it is observed that to produce 1 molecule of glucose, 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 12 molecules of water are required, and at the end, 6 molecules of oxygen is released as a byproduct. It is clear that oxygen is present in both of the raw materials, it means carbon dioxide and water of photosynthesis. Therefore, a question may be arise by decade, which one is the source of oxygen? Is it carbon dioxide or water? The following experiment undoubtedly proved that the oxygen is released from water, not from carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. First, Hill reaction. In 1937, scientist Robin Hill, an English biochemist, made a experiment. He took isolated chloroplast, water, and some hydrogen receiver or acceptor in a pot and kept in the sunlight without carbon dioxide. It was observed that due to absence of carbon dioxide, no carbohydrate produced, but oxygen is released. Actually, hydrogen of water reduced inorganic substance and oxygen is released. This experiment proved that oxygen is released from water, not from carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. This is known as Hill reaction. Now, Van Hill reaction. Scientist Van Hill carried out an experiment with sulfur bacteria. He used carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, he used carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide instead of water. He observed that sulfur bacteria produce carbohydrate and sulfur, but no oxygen is released. So it is proved that carbon dioxide is not the source of oxygen in photosynthesis process. Now, Rubin-Camin reaction. In 1941, Samuel Rubin and Camin of California University carried out an experiment. They used radioactive oxygen to identify oxygen of water and normal carbon dioxide. They kept some algae in the radioactive water. They observed that the released oxygen in the process of photosynthesis is radioactive oxygen. So it is proved that the source of oxygen in photosynthesis is water, not carbon dioxide. Again, they marked oxygen of carbon dioxide by radioactive oxygen and carried out the same test with normal water. They observed that the released oxygen is normal one, but the oxygen of carbohydrate is radioactive oxygen. This experiment clearly proved that oxygen released during photosynthesis did not come from carbon dioxide, but water. Now, my dear, photosynthetic quotient, it means PQ. Solar energy is converted into chemical energy by the process of photosynthesis, you know very well. During photosynthesis, carbon dioxide reduced to form carbohydrate and release oxygen in the environment. It is noted that, my dear cadets, during this process, the amount of carbon dioxide absorbed and evolved to oxygen is always equal. The ratio of carbon dioxide consumed and oxygen released during photosynthesis in a limited period of time is called photosynthetic quotient. Now, limiting factors of photosynthesis process. Blackman's law of limiting factors. More than one factors like carbon dioxide, temperature, light, oxygen, water, etc. combinedly control the rate of photosynthesis. In 1843, scientist Liebig put forward law of minimum. In 1905, F.F. Blackman proposed a law of limiting factors. According to this theory, if any factors crossed the optimum level, then it exerts negative effect on the rate of photosynthesis. In this condition, other factors regulate the rate of photosynthesis. The factors which influence the rate of photosynthesis may be divided into two groups. One is external factors and other is internal factors. And firstly, external factors. Number one, light. Light energy is converted into chemical energy, so light is very important in photosynthesis. The stomata opens due to sunlight, allowing carbon dioxide to enter into the leaves and helps in manufacturing glucose. Therefore, the rate of photosynthesis increases when intensity of light is increased to certain level. If the intensity of light crossed the level, enzyme does not work. So the rate of photosynthesis will be decreased. Now, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is the important raw materials of photosynthesis. So without carbon dioxide, photosynthesis process cannot continue. Plant absorbs carbon dioxide from atmosphere through stomata. The concentration of carbon dioxide in atmosphere is 0.03%. The rate of photosynthesis increased up to 1% of carbon dioxide concentration. But excess of this concentration of carbon dioxide, the rate of photosynthesis will be decreased. Number three, water. Similar to carbon dioxide, water is also a basic raw materials of photosynthesis. Water breaks into 2 electron, 2 proton, and half oxygen from one molecule of water during light reaction. The photon, it means the hydrogen ion, then reduce NADP to NADPH2. This NADPH participates into carbon reduction from glucose. On the other hand, water swell up the gut cell and the stomata open. Through this stomata, carbon dioxide enters inside the cell. So when there is scarcity of water, enzyme cannot work. Ultimately, the rate of photosynthesis become reduced. Now, temperature. The optimum temperature of photosynthesis is 22 to 35 degrees Celsius. Generally, at a low temperature around 0 degree and at a high temperature above 45 degrees Celsius, most of the plants fail to carry out this process. According to Van Hoffen, rising of temperature for every 10 degrees Celsius, the rate of photosynthesis becomes double. It is known as Q10. Now, oxygen. If the concentration of oxygen increases in the atmosphere, the rate of photosynthesis decreases, and if the oxygen concentration decreases in the air, the rate of photosynthesis will be increased. Now, internal factors. Number one, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is only the material which can absorb sunlight and convert it into chemical energy. So chlorophyll is the most essential component in photosynthesis. This process cannot take place without chlorophyll. The rate of photosynthesis is directly depends upon the amount of chlorophyll present in the leaves, age of leaf and their number. 2 young leaves and 2 old leaves possess little amount of chlorophyll. So the rate of photosynthesis is less here, but photosynthesis is maximum in medium age leaves. If the number of leaves become more, the rate of photosynthesis will be also more. Now, internal structure of leaves. The rate of photosynthesis depends on number of stomata, intercellular space, and number of chloroplasts present in the mesebial tissue. Number 4, amount of carbohydrates. The rate of photosynthesis reduce if the much amount of carbohydrates accumulate in the leaves. Number 5, enzyme. Enzymes are required for every biochemical reaction of photosynthesis, my dear cadets. The function of the enzyme again depend on different chemical substance, density, temperature, and water. Now, potassium. Potassium acts as a catalyst in the process of photosynthesis. So, due to deficit of potassium, photosynthesis reduces remarkably. Now, my dear cadets, importance of photosynthesis. The importance of photosynthesis for the living world is great. A brief description of which is given below, my dear cadets. Number 1, preparation of food. Green plants manufacture food by the process of photosynthesis. Food is necessary for all living organisms. If green plants could not produce food, no plants would have been able to live as well as animals. So this process provides the basic need of life. Number 2, source of energy. Food is the source of energy. These foods are produced by green plants by the process of photosynthesis. The solar energy is trapped by the green plants during the process of photosynthesis and stored it as potential energy. So photosynthesis is the only source of energy for living world. Number 3, as absorption of carbon dioxide. It is well known that all living things, both plants and animals, respire. In this process, carbon dioxide is released. This is a poisonous gas. During photosynthesis, the green plants receive this poisonous carbon dioxide gas and release oxygen. As a result, the air gets free from carbon dioxide gases. Number 4, maintaining environmental balance. In the process of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is absorbed and oxygen is released. Thus, photosynthesis keeps the balance of these gases and save the lives on Earth. Role of photosynthesis in human civilization. The essential commodities of today's life is food, clothing, medicine, petrol, paper, revenue, industrial goods. All these directly and indirectly come from plants. The role of this product for human civilization is endless. All these products is the result of photosynthesis process. Now, number 6, source of oxygen. It is only the source of oxygen in the environment. All type of plants, starting from algae to higher trees, all day long produce oxygen by the process of photosynthesis. All animals and plants also use these oxygen in the process of respiration. So it can be said that the importance of photosynthesis is endless. Now, my cadets, enjoy the video of photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. A look around at nature is an absolute treat to our senses. We all enjoy the colors and fragrance of plants, but seem to forget about their important contribution. Plants are an absolute necessity for life on Earth. It is so because of the process of photosynthesis. A closer look at a plant shows that it is firmly held in the soil by the help of roots. These roots absorb water from the soil and through the tiny tubes transport it to the stem and then to the leaves. The stem holds the leaves in such a way that they absorb maximum energy from sunlight. A leaf is a very important part of the plant. Photosynthesis, the ultimate provider of food and oxygen, occurs in the leaf. A leaf consists of a flat, thin lamina, which is joined to the stem by a petiole. The flattened lamina provides large surface area for trapping sunlight. Across section of the leaf shows the upper and lower layers of cells, which are flat and irregular. Below the upper layer is the layer of tightly packed cells. These cells have specialized organelles called chloroplasts. Chloroplasts contain the pigment chlorophyll, which gives the green color to the leaf. The next layer has loosely arranged cells with large air spaces. This section also shows tubes specific for transporting the absorbed water into the leaves. The lower layer has many pores called stomata. Each stoma is surrounded by two guard cells, which regulate opening and closing of the stomata. A leaf absorbs carbon dioxide from the environment through these stomata, which after passing through air spaces, enter into the chlorophyll-containing cells. Both water and carbon dioxide molecules are finally absorbed by the chloroplast. These chloroplasts also have the capacity for trapping energy from sunlight. And this energy is used to synthesize glucose and oxygen from carbon dioxide and water. These oxygen and glucose molecules diffuse out of the chloroplast. The glucose is transported through other specialized tubes to all parts of the plant, aiding in their growth. The oxygen present in these air spaces diffuses out through the stomata. So, during photosynthesis, oxygen is given as the life-sustaining gaseous component of the atmosphere, while glucose or food is transported to all parts of the plant and used for growth. To summarize, green plants can make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Plants are held in the soil with the help of roots. These roots absorb water and send it to the leaves through specialized tubes. The lower layer has many pores called stomata. A leaf absorbs carbon dioxide from the environment through these stomata. Both water and carbon dioxide molecules are finally absorbed by the chloroplast. Where in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, they synthesize glucose and release oxygen. The oxygen diffuses out through the stomata. The glucose is transported through other specialized tubes to all parts of the plant, aiding in their growth.
Gentlemen, no more today. It's time for homeworks. Look at this creative question. Hamid said to his younger brother Shafin, eat the mango and gets energy. Then Shafin asked his brother Hamid, how energy is stored in mango and how I shall get energy by eating it? Hamid replied, it is a biochemical process where light energy is converted into chemical energy. Now, first question is knowledgeable question. What is photolysis? Second question, it's a comprehension question or understanding question. What do you mean by biological coil? Number 3, it means question number C, explain the process which mentioned above the stem. And lastly, higher order question, if the process which mentioned above the stem is stopped, the biological life is on the thread. Analyze it with your logic. Now, my dear cadets, no more today. Thank you for attending my online class. If you have any question and query on my class, you can clarify it having an online session with me at the period of your scheduled classes. Thank you for patient hearing and viewing. At last, stay own home because we are passing critical and crucial moment. Take healthy food, take necessary rest, take fresh drinking water, wash your both hands frequently with soap. Please take care of your parents. Don't go outside here and there. Pray to Almighty Allah 5 times so that we all are overcome this crucial situation. May Almighty Allah bless us all. Thanks. Thank you once again. Your next class is respiration.